Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Fallout Shelter Survival Mode. Hey, here's a helpful hint. A pregnant dweller is ready to give birth. Click the icon above her head to welcome a child to your vault. Yay. Welcome the child to the vault. We shall do that. Oh, we got another person out there. That means we can now build both the red ways and, or the science lab and the medical bay, which we're not ready to do just yet. But first, let's collect all of the stuff to get our levels back up. And we got a bouncing baby there. We're going to get to her in a second. Let's go see what our objectives are, because I think we did have deliver one baby dweller, level up 4 times the wasteland, which we're going to hold on to for now, and sell 3 weapons or outfits, which we can't do because now we got 2 people in the vault, and we only have 2 weapons. And it's quite possible that this here does not have, he's got Edward Cook has got a BB gun. So, Edward Cook, you are not good for anything at the moment except for charisma. Charisma. And how many people we got there? We got 3 in there, and you've got pretty decent, whatchamacallit, perception, so we're going to throw you in there. And then we can build a science lab to allow our vault to produce right away and reduced dweller rats, which is going to be a thing eventually. But everybody seems to be doing really good. I told you they'd be healing up after all their troubles, and they're just about there. So let's welcome in, after this fire, of course, after the fire, we will let them in. Come on, dude. Come on. Well, we were just saying about how Edward, or Jesse Taylor. Yeah. I think we're going to start seeing a little bit more of... Yeah, wow. They got toased in that one. All right. So... there we go. Michelle Walker, Emily Walker, and Emil Grant. Congratulations, folks. We're going to just say, going to keep the names. We're not going to do that. So let's go see what our next objective is. It's going to be collect 200 caps in the vault for Nuka-Cola Quantum. Well, that's just freaking swell. We can already start to build up our Nuka-Cola thing. You know how I am. If you watch the other series, you know I'm pretty... stingy when it comes to that. I only used it just to further along videos for, you know, the purpose of getting them out there so I can, you know, record. But otherwise, I don't use them up that much. And you shouldn't either. I mean, I would hold on to them because you never know when something big's going to happen. You may need it for something. Like if you need to, you know, rushing or something else that requires Nuka-Cola Quantums and you don't need to use them, hold on to them. I would suggest, listen, if you're going to send people out to the vault, out to the wasteland, don't use a Nuka-Cola Quantum to bring them back in unless you've got a plethora of them. Because, look, they don't get hurt coming back in. Dwellers take half the amount of time coming in that they were out there. And they also do not get hurt on the way back. So it's beneficial to you to not have any of your peeps, you know, wasting Nuka-Cola Quantums coming back into the vault. Let them just take their time. Walk away from your, you know, your phone or walk away from the computer for a while, play something else, and come back and they'll be there. You know, as you start out, you're only going to be out there for, at most, maybe an hour. You're not going to have them out there that long because, my goodness, they'll die really quick. And especially if you're playing survival mode, you're not going to have the ability to have them just running around. So, like I said before, we've only got 2 BB guns. We're going to need one for Michelle. And we've got these cars and the Brahmin hides and all like that. We can't craft anything because look here, while we can build a science lab like that, we need 2 more just for the overseer's office. Look, weapon workshop and 22. We're not ready for that, and it's expensive. They are expensive, and to upgrade them, even more so. Outfit shops, 32. The workshop for that. So we're not ready to do. Oh, our first. Let's see, there's only, oh my goodness, there's already 4. Shit! Alright, here we go. I'm hesitating to let them do anything but come in and then attack down here. Because if I send people up there, I got 4 down here and 4 here. They're going to go straight down, they're going to run through, come all the way back, come down here, and they're going to go right to here. Let's trade... Let's, you know, they do the equip thing. We're going to trade out the guy to Fat Man. Once they leave that room, We will, let's see here. We're going to do... Is everybody doing okay? You know what? The funny thing is, I didn't even think to check on them. I didn't even think to check on them. All right, they take 2 guys out. We should be able to do it. We managed to get... Ah, we got the last 2. All right. Whew! We staved off... We staved off any... Oh, yes, definitely. Collect that son of a bitch. Nice. Got a new gun. Some more caps. That's some great stuff. Okay, we got some hurt peeps. Now, here's where we're going to start running into some trouble. Running into trouble. We got hurt. We got a little hurt there. It's going to take a while before our peeps get back up to snuff. All right? First thing we need to do is push out some of this, see what our stats are. Let's go with inventory. Give you a good gun. We need to keep these guys here. We don't have anybody yet to put up in the top, which we will do eventually, but we aren't ready yet. So, I suggest, who is our top intelligence folks? Who's our top intelligence folks? We got Jesse Taylor and Bobby Miller. They're in 2 different rooms. We can sacrifice power people and put them in the newest, latest, and greatest room. I think we should do that. I think that's a good idea. All right, so we gotta go build stuff. We gotta build another. We gotta go build another elevator, and we are going to put it down here. Now here's where we start. Here's where you start to throw the balance, because now we have a room that is not dependent, or that is dependent upon power, but is not dependent upon other people producing anything other than, for itself. I'm not wording this the right way. What I'm trying to say is that this room does not get any kind of indicators at the top of the screen, except how much power we're going to use. Watch that horizontal bar go up when I build the first one. Okay? Watch that. Now watch this. All right. As it turns on, that thing's going to hop up a little bit as we put people in there. So where do we say our top? Okay, Jesse Taylor. Jesse Taylor, where you at, Jesse? You and your goofy ass thing. You're going to go down here. And we need to give you a pretty decent gun, because now you are down there on your own. And who was our other person? It was Bobby Miller, the power station. Whoops, he's on this one. No, he's got to be in that one. Bobby Miller. You need to switch your outfit with this guy here. And you're going to switch his gun out too while we're at it. And let's see here. Because we want him to have a pretty decent weapon. Alright. Alright, Bobby Miller, you need to have side-off shotgun. Alright, now does anybody not have a gun? That's what we don't make sure we're paying attention on. Make sure everybody's got a gun. Right. Yes, we are good there. Yes. Good there. Good there. You're good. You're good. These 2 guys are on their lonesome here. It's going to take them 2 minutes to produce right away, or some stim packs. We're going to need to do that. And they're only going to produce 1 at a time. So I want to desperately make the room bigger in order to allow for it. And I think we can. But again, do we get greedy? Because, shit can go downhill fast, really fast. We almost got enough for for the Nuka-Cola Quantum. The next room that actually probably next 2 if you think about it. I don't know. No, that's not going to be the room. The room's not going to do it. If we had to rush it, we would get it. But I'm not going to do that, because we can't afford to start getting beat up here. We are in some pretty scary territory right now. Bobby Miller and Emily are in bad shape. They're halfway. They're half dead. In fact, I might. I think I'm going to. Well, I don't want to do it because I only got the one. But this shit. Well, we're good here. These people are fine. They're going to take care of it real quick. It won't be that big of a deal. They'll be fine. We're fine here. Don't worry. We're good. They'll be fine. I'm more worried about other people's getting... Shit. Okay, so here's the thing. Wow, you guys got to solve this problem real quick. All right. Wow, man. We can't afford another... All right, we got our nuclear home. We cannot afford another fire like that. Now I think the game, we're going to start having some problems. Okay, so I was kind of wondering if this was going to happen as we advanced. Were the disasters going to be a lot... were they going to be a lot harder on us? And they are. We're going to start losing people. The people will die. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. People will die. So there's two ways to go about this. Two ways to go about this is you really start taking some chances, or you go away from the game for a while and let people heal on their own and not have anything. So scrap 4 weapons or outfits. We can't do that. However, I do want to scrap before we lose another. Oh shit, we got people. Somebody doesn't have a gun here. Hold on, we got to get this done quick. Okay, we're screwing around. We're not paying attention to what we're doing. We are not paying attention to what we're doing. Let's get you a good gun at least. All right. Yeah, everybody's fine for right now. There we go. Okay. Now, who is in dire need? We're gonna give one to Emil here, because he's gonna need it. Scott Lee should be the next one. Shit. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a problem. All right. Let's hope we can. This is gonna be a lot more attacks now. We are going to get attacked a lot. Is anybody in here not? All right. Look. Let's get you a better gun. We're gonna take the Victory rifle for now. Hopefully we can take out these guys real quick. Just gotta keep an eye on their, Jesus, you're taking your sweet old time getting there. Gotta keep an eye on if she needs to have it. We need to do it. You see the little thing come up above their head, you gotta make sure you do it, otherwise it's gonna be a problem. Alright, she's gonna go here if we don't. We run the risk. Yep, we gotta do it. But we got everybody. Everybody's done. We got them all. That's, why can't I... There we go. Okay. Why can't I pick them up? Oh, because I'm stuck on the screen. There we go. Yeah, we're going to collect it. It's not much, but we'll take it. All right. I think we need to take a break. We can serve on things before we have a problem. So let's actually, well, I was going to say we need to have there, but if they decide to come down the hall. We can always get to them quick. That's not the problem. We don't have a problem with that. I think we're going to, let's increase the, we're going to upgrade that. We have some caps. We're going to upgrade that. So at least now we get 2 out of the deal every 5 minutes. All right? So we're going to take a little break and hope. Now, the other problem I said is, as we start getting raider attacks in here, they're going to start sapping our resources, and that's a problem. So we need to handle them real quick. Okay? Need to take care of business. Watch your thing here. Watch your bar and make sure nothing's when things happen, because you don't want to have any problems. Okay. So let's take a quick. We'll take a break. We'll come back and see how things are going. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, we have got a much better situation going on here. Here's what I did. Everybody is pretty much all healed up. Here's a little tip for you. I'm willing to record for another 15 minutes because I'm afraid I'm going to get destroyed. So I did a little test, and I'm going to put this into the the caption. I'm not going to have a lot of tips this time around. My first tip was, hey, don't use up Nuka-Cola Quantums bringing people back in unless you are lousy with them. Second thing is, here's the second thing. When you get to the point, too, where you only have 10 storage space. 10 storage space. Now, see, we just did that. We got 12. What is the capacity that we have? I don't even know what our capacity is at this point. What, our capacity, our storage, who knows? Whatever. Anyways, hold on to these suckers until you're ready to use them. If you've got everybody full up healthy and you run into the point where you're going to run out of space, do not use, click on that and collect those, because you will end up adding them, you'll lose them because they'll go against a negative space. So you want to make sure you everybody, if you have to go heal anybody first and then collect. That's the other thing. Here's the tip I wanted to give you. This is the really tip I wanted to give you, because this is what I did to sort of solve a problem. You can see I've now got a little bit more of a buffer going on with my water and with my food. You do not want to walk away from your vault with shit. While that's doing that, we know what's going to happen there. Don't want to walk away from your vault when you got really low resources, because the problem is that you end up with an issue where you get lower, you run out of resources real quick. We're going to be screwed again, because I'm going to lose all my damn food, and we're losing all of our food and water right now. The longer it takes you to get rid of this issue, the longer it's going to look. We're losing power. We're losing everything right now. It's a big deal. But, we'll get through it. It'll be fine. Everybody was healed up. And then once we get through this, I'll give you the tip. We're getting better at taking these bastards out. That's the good thing. We only have 4 to you. And hey, I got some shit to give them. But, all right, we got everybody out. There we go. We'll collect that. We need the guns. We'll collect the guns. Okay. Wait, and here's the thing. Don't collect resources. Here's another tip. We know about the storage. Don't collect resources that have been finished during an attack, because this shit uses up your resources. They steal. The raiders and everybody, they steal your resources. So if you collect resources, just click on them because oh my gosh, I need them. You're just giving it to those people. You're not helping anything. You're not helping anybody by doing that. Everybody seems to be okay, but those guys, we're going to heal them up, because I have enough of these things to help out. But what I didn't have before, I had like one stim pack, and everybody was kind of like screwed up from the attacks I'd been suffering. So what I did was, and this is important, note the times it takes, the actual length of time it takes you to collect a resource. Like my food and my water were pretty good, but I had no stim packs. So I was kind of hoping that I'm going to go away so I can stay away from attacks and let everybody heal up on their own. Shit! Problem is that I ended up with an issue where all the food went down really low, and when the food goes down really low, people start losing health, and they started losing health, and then I was running into an issue where, like, crap, if I start losing health and I get another attack, I'm going to end up losing peeps. So I didn't want to do that. So what I did was I went in and I set my timer for how long it took to collect food, because that was my most needed resource. And what I did was I would go out of the game, and then I would wait. I had a timer on my phone going. I would go out of the game, wait 2 minutes and 35 or 45 seconds in order to let the production of food complete. And then as soon as that 2 minutes and 45 seconds were up, I'd come back into the game and collect the food, save the game, and leave again. and reset my phone. Okay? And the reason why I did that, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. We got a really good outfit there. We're going to give that to you, my dear. We're going to give that to you. So you have that. And we're going to give you this so that you have that. That'll help out some. And okay, so back to the tip. So I went out of the game. Let everything happen. Let the went out of the game, let the food collect, came back in, collected it, saved, and left the game again. And I did that in order to let the resource keep building a surplus. And what happened is that every time it went below the line on the food, I would lose health on all of my dwellers. So now I was in a really big problem because it's like, crap, I'm not producing stim packs fast. I'm going to get another raider attack here any minute now. I know we are. I wasn't producing enough stim packs fast enough, and I wasn't producing enough food enough, so now all my dwellers were losing health. So, and here's the thing. Don't collect. All my peeps are okay. I don't want to level that guy up yet until I get through this next raider attack that I know I'm going to get, because I can reset his health without having to use a stim pack. So I kept doing that method, and now you can see I'm everybody was healthy again. All of the food was going back up. So I had a good supply of food, saving, going out, coming back in, saving, going out, coming back in, and we were doing great. So that's another good tip. That's a really good tip. Now, okay, you might want to sit there and say, well, Mr. Mongo, I would consider that to be cheating. Well, to you I say, look, shit's going to happen when you're not playing the game. It's going to happen when you're not playing the game. I'm just using what the game mechanics allow me to do. There's no shame in that. We're playing survival. It's a harder method. I'm recording this game. I'm not going to be playing 24/7, so I won't be on the game all the time. I got to get in, do my stuff, and get out. Now, here we go. Because we get these raider attacks all the time now, I might consider upgrading the vault door. I'm going to leave these two here. They are in perfectly fine condition right now. They are going to take a beating as soon as we, as soon as we get through this thing here. We're going to lose some. Health, and I'm going to level up those two, and let them be healed. Where are the damn? What happened? Oh, I was going to say, shit! A little girl attacked and killed them. She ate the bodies. What the hell happened there? But right now we can take on these guys because we got that freaking fat man is the best thing ever that we got out of a lunchbox. I'm so glad we've got that. That's awesome. That helps us out tremendously. All right, so now we've killed all these raiders. This is a good strategy here. Here's a good way to really get a lot of caps early on, if you can grind it. If you can grind it out, playing the game, and this is what I do, I want to wait till they're done. I want to wait till you guys till the crisis is over before I put the food back up. Now see, everybody here still feel, these two are bad. Look, they're healed all together now. Okay, we got to get the food collected because we leave that food go down for too long, we're going to start having everybody get shitty with their health. So we're not going to stick in here for much too longer because I don't want to have a problem. But looks we're doing okay for right now. We are doing okay. I'm going to give this guy this pistol just so he's an automatic one. You're never guaranteed with a BB gun with a 0 to 2. This at least gives me a guaranteed 1 hit for now. So that's where we're at right now. It's now game on. This is now game on because I have to sell shit for caps. This is all about caps right now. Until I can get a lunchbox, we are going to be in trouble here. And I've got these two things. I can either sell the weapons or outfits or scrap the weapons or outfits. I don't want to do either at this point. Because as it is, we are getting attacked left, right, and center every about 2 or 3 minutes here. We've had 3 or 4 so far. We're going to get another one. I'm going to hold off on giving up these resources until we leave. It could possibly be we are shitty with. I mean, we're lousy with power right now. I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about food and I'm worried about water when those attacks come. And am I going to be able to keep up production? Because now I am down to 7. So I've got 2 more rounds where I can heal people without losing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and do the same thing. But like I said before, let me go back to the earlier point I was saying about the caps. We got 2,400 caps right now. We don't have that great. We don't have that great of caps. I mean, we're okay for some, but we can't really do much with that. We can't really do a lot with it. We have these raider attacks that just keep happening, and at least 4 of them come through the door, and we're already at the 4th. You know, it used to be you start out in the game you had 3. Now we got 4 every single damn time. Every time we get an attack, it's always it's 4. So, we are what we can do here is every time they come through the door, they come down here, the fat man kills them, and they always stick to this room. They don't get any further. That's at least, there's one thing we're going to get, either a weapon or an outfit, and 3 raiders worth of caps. We have 2478 right now. Let's see what we end up with after they attack. Here we're going through. Everybody's getting, mixing it up. Everybody's kung fu fighting. And everybody's doing good. Emil's doing good. We're cool. We're cool like Fonzie. Kick his ass. Got one more to do. Yeah, we got them all. They're all done. They're all gone. 2478 is our starting point. Wait till we lose. They were stealing our food, man. They were stealing our food. All right. Crisis is over. Push them back up. Look at that. We didn't collect that power. Now we got lots of power. We didn't lose anything. And we got another good gun. 2478 was what we started out with. We got 200 caps. Almost 200 caps out of that alone. Okay? Just out of that fighting, we got almost 200 caps. If you choose to grind it out and just take it slow and just, man, really work on it. And that's the thing with these games. That you can you can really push a single game for months just doing this little method. I know it sounds so stupid, but if you ever played like a game like RuneQuest or another RPG or like a Warcraft or whatever, you just go out in the woods and grind it. Yeah, it's the shittiest thing they have to do. It's the worst. It's like a clicker. One click gets you something. But man, the results are that you eventually can you can take. We're not in a competition. We are not competing against anybody else in the world for this in this game. It's us against the game. So if you can if you can just not lose your marbles over having to do all this shit, you can pretty much get a shit ton of caps just by doing that method. Letting them attack, kill them, take all their caps, get another weapon. Now we got shit going on. So now the game's changing on us. Now the game is going to change on us. It's going to tell us that, oh, well, guess what? But we're good. We're good with food. We're good with food. I am going to collect. I'm not going to heal them up. You know why? Because right now, we're doing okay. We've got another 44 seconds. We're gonna end it after this, and then I'm gonna go through and keep doing that so that nobody loses their shit after a while. But there you go. There's at least 5 tips I got out the door there for you. At least 5. And what we can do now, we've got 4 of these guns, BB guns. What do you got? You got a pistol. Guess what, buddy? You got yourself a shotgun. What do you got? What do you got? Who's else got a damn BB gun? There you go. There you go. You got a 10 millimeter pistol. A little bit better. We can sell a BB gun. Sell a BB gun. Sell a BB gun. We have now got more caps. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm getting low on food. And we're going to call it there. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching, and have a good night. Bye-bye.